I don't have a neck. That's okay, because I got a belly. Anyway, new, used, leased, lease purchase, full maintenance lease. Quick video. What to do? What to do? You got a lot of people that like to buy used because they might have a mechanic or a guy, or a good maintenance account. Some people want new because they don't want to deal with the headache and they want a magnificent warranty. Some people go lease to build up the money to go buy new or used. Some people do lease purchase to build up the money and the experience to go new or used. And some people do full maintenance lease. Here's my thinking behind all of it. Is leasing good? If it's for you, you make that decision. Is lease purchase good? If it's for you, you make that decision. It's going to be plenty of people to tell you, I would never lease. I buy everything cash. I would do all this. I do all this stuff. All right. Let me rephrase that. Going lease purchase, or full maintenance lease is good for tax purposes, okay? In my mind. If you get a new or used, that the amount you can write off on your taxes, listen, I done already grossed over $100,000 this year. Where's the money at? It's probably because I'm doing a lease. That gross is not in my pocket, but Uncle Sam ain't worried about all that. Uncle Sam is going to see, okay, he's already made over 100,000. So, and this is me running casual. This is me taking the month of February off. This is me taking 2-3 weeks off for vacation, going on vacation, getting married. This is me running lackadaisical because I'm like, I guess I get out here and make some money because, I got to get the kids' school clothes and I don't want to go to the bank account. This is me not even running hard. If I ran hard, I could only imagine where I would be at. I'm not running hard at all. I probably do about 22, maybe 23, maybe 2,500 miles a week, if that. This week I've done 800 miles. It's Friday. I've done 800 miles. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes tax time, I need stuff to write off. I got the business office, I write that off. Cell phone, write that off. A business number, write that off. Truck note, gone. Write all that off. What am I looking for? Fuel, write that off. I even write off 300 square feet in my house as a second office. Write that off. Because my thinking is, when you're 1099, you got to write off as much as you can because you want to get in the lowest tax bracket as possible. So you either don't pay or you owe very little. And that's just some of the write-offs. If somebody else can go in here and find a website or something and read off all the things you can write off on taxes, that'd be greatly appreciated. I know I can do the research myself, but this information will be invaluable to the people that's coming out here that's doing leases and so on and so forth. I didn't owe last year. I did over 100,000 last year. I didn't know. Now, again, I say 100,000. Okay, please do not think I'm bringing home 100,000. This is just what I grossed as 100, money wise. So that means I need to write off something. So that's where lease purchase, and full maintenance lease to me comes in handy, to write all of that off, because you don't want to give Uncle Sam a dime. And if you do, you only want it to be a dime. Now, buying used, you're taking on somebody else's problem. You also definitely have to have a maintenance account set up. That's just mandatory. Definitely want to look at the warranty. You can only write that truck off so many times, to where basically what happens is you go from writing the truck off to writing off the maintenance on the truck, right? These engines nowadays with these DEF, I understand somebody gonna be like, that's why I don't get DEF. I go get Fitzgerald or deleted or whatever. I'm in California, so I'm just speaking from my personal, from where I'm at. Okay, I'm not talking about where you're at, I'm talking about where I'm at. In California, I'm not trying to delete the DEF because that can definitely cause problems for me. Unless you don't leave California. I leave California as much as possible. Fuel is just ridiculous. But I was talking to a guy yesterday, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, I was talking to a guy yesterday who had a beautiful, beautiful Peterbilt, and I wish I would have took a picture while he was paying all that money to get that thing buffed and shined up and pretty, and he had a pack card in it. He was just like, man, the amount of money that he's putting in it is, at the end of the day, is not worth it. And he said he's going to go new, or he's going to go get him a glider kit. And if you get new, of course, you're going to have higher payments than if you get used or whatever. So if you have higher payments, even though I say the payments are higher, I think somebody told me they got a brand new Freightliner. They was paying about $2,800 a month for that Freightliner. And the reason why I bring that up is because how much are you paying for your Prime lease or your Swift lease a week? Add those weeks up. Just for the truck alone, not for insurance and everything, just for the truck alone. How much are you paying? Is it more or less than $2,800 a week? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, you get the right. You get to write those off. I've never had a brand new truck. I've never went in the dealership and like, give me that. Of course, your vehicle got to be tailored to what you're doing. Like Chase and Andrews wanted to get the $19,000 joint. He's in the oil field. In the oil field where he's at, there's bukus of people that can work on his truck, and he got a maintenance account. So, and those trucks get beat up because they're not on paved roads. They're out there in the middle of Timbuktu hauling, oil, sand, and whatever. So, you get new, you're gonna have high payments, you're gonna have a warranty, so you get somewhat of a peace of mind. Yes, I understand it's not guaranteed that brand new truck is going to run perfectly, but at the same time, you have a better the regime thinking you have better odds of running a brand new truck. You get a full maintenance lease, you ain't got to worry about it, but at the same time, you're paying two payments. You're paying your payment that you pay for the truck, then you're also paying your payment that you pay for the maintenance account, which can range from 5 to, like I said in that one video, that lady told me 15 cents a mile, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. She's like, but it's a brand new spanking Volvo. As Chase and Andrews say, it was the brand new shoe shine. Look at this. You even get a table. Nah, 15 cents a mile. Even though I don't run, let's do the math. If I run 2,500 miles a week, hang on. Breaking out the tablet. Where's the calculator? Calendar, camera. Where's the calculator? Okay, we're just gonna talk. 0.15 times 2,500. Oh Lord. 0.15 cents times 2,500.
0.15 US cents x 2,500 equals 375 US cents.
Oh my God. 375 US cents. All right. Okay, Google. 0.15 times 2,500.
0.15 times 2,500 is 375.
Is that dollars? 375, is that dollars? Well, I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay 300 some dollars to run where I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. But at the end of the day, depending on the type of runs you're running, if you got direct customers, so on and so forth, that could be beneficial. If you're running like a team or something, I don't know, because the team's gonna do about. And this is at the higher. This is at 15 cents. Usually, okay, let's do it at 7. Hang on. 0.7 times 2,500.
0.7x 2,500 is 1,750.
I'm doing something wrong with the math, man. I'm doing something wrong with the math. Anyway, you get what I'm talking about. I'm doing something wrong with the math. It'll come to me soon of what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if I'm supposed to divide the time, hours, times. But at the end of the year or quarterly or whatever, you get to write all that stuff off. You get to write all that stuff off. The money is being generated and it's being recycled back into the business. You know, when you buy that printer, when you buy that paper, when you buy supplies for your business, when you buy clothing, you can write all that stuff off because it's for the business, the business expense. You know, so honestly it's up to you. I probably want to go used in the beginning, but then when I looked at in the trucking paper, do I got it down here? When I looked in the trucking paper, all the used trucks are 450,000 miles or more already on it, and it's kind of like you're just asking for something to go wrong. Trucking 101 just said they had a recall on Cummins. Luckily, I got a 2016, but I got to see when the engine was made on 2010 and 2015. You know, I don't know. At the end of the day, you got to make your own decisions. I'm looking at it from a tax standpoint. I need to write off as much as I can because I'm out here making grossing you know, a higher number, so it put me in a higher tax bracket than you know, than the regular W-2 employee. Anyway, how do y'all feel about it? I'm asking you. This is a conversation, all right? How do you feel about it? Do you think going used is the best way to go to start off? Do you think, hey, I'd rather just go new, get a 5-year warranty. Once that warranty up, you know, I take it back, get me another truck. You know, if you buy used, you can pay it off like that. And then when you sit the truck down, you ain't got to worry about payments. When I go on vacation, I ain't got to worry about payments because the truck is paid off. That's a great way to that's a great way to think. Hey, truck paid off, I ain't got to worry about payments. I'm good to go. Do you want to go lease so you can build up the experience and the money to go get you a newer used, or do you want to do full maintenance lease to where you just drive? If you look at it, all the guys that run up and down the 5 with the shingles in the window, y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't want to say a race of people, but y'all know who I'm talking about. They be having like mini curtains with tassels dangling, which I don't see how is that legal by DOT standard at all, but nobody ever say nothing. Most of their vehicles, first of all, they hit a lick, and I'm gonna tell you the lick. Their people worked and went out and got dealerships. Once they got dealerships, they started leasing full maintenance leases to their people. I'm not gonna get it, but their people will come in and be like, hey, I have Rupinder over here and they want to drive. Okay, well, the truck will be here in 2 months because that's their people. Y'all know who I'm talking about. What's the tassels in the window? I don't know why I gotta do like this. With the tassels in the window. That's how you work the lick, you know. But you know, a lot of them do full maintenance leases. Full maintenance leasing is a great way to go, especially if you're running a team. If you're running a team and you're in a full maintenance lease, they can run the dog shit out that truck and nobody will care. Why? Because it's a full maintenance lease. So if it breaks down, they don't pay for tow, they don't pay for tires, they don't pay for maintenance, they don't pay for nothing. But they do pay, but it is basically if they're getting $2, make it easy. If they're getting $1 a mile, take 7 to 10 cents a mile off of that rate. So if they're getting $1 a mile, then they're only technically getting 90 cents. I'm not saying this is an actual number. I'm using it as an example, okay? They're only getting 90 cents a mile. You got to take that into account. And then, you know, looking at that, it's like, okay, well, I'm getting 74. Well, technically I get 78 cents because I'm picking my own loads. So if the load is $1,000, I get $780 of that $1,000. Then I got to take another 7 to 10 cents off of that rate. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yo, I'm really dipping into the money, but how much would it cost me if I was to break down on the side of the road? Think about it. The tow bill, the repair bill, the downtime. I was talking to I want to say Cliff, and we were talking about how Penske has it set up, where if they can't get your truck up and running in, I guess, like 24 hours, they just give you a whole nother truck. Yeah, just take this one. Here's the keys. We'll do the paperwork. Go make some money. You know, but at the same time, the Penske full maintenance lease might be ridiculously high. Ridiculously high. I don't know. I haven't did the research. So I just want to know how y'all feel about it. A lot of people think full maintenance lease is a joke. A lot of people think buying a used truck it depends on what you're doing. Could definitely be a joke. Some people think new truck payments are too high. But even if they're too high, you're still having a higher bill you can write off on your taxes. Some people are gonna think this whole conversation that I'm having with you stupid. Absolutely stupid. It's personal opinion. You know, it is what it is. It's TRB. Hope you get what I'm saying. Just get what makes you happy, what you can afford, and what won't put you in a hole. All right. I think I want to go new. I'm probably gonna go new. I understand used. I'll probably end up either going new or full maintenance lease. Because I don't run a lot of miles, I'll probably go full maintenance lease. The payments might be a little bit higher, but I have a lot more to write off at the end when it comes to my taxes. How do you feel about that? I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my video. If you stayed to the end of this video, put hashtag TRB. I will greatly appreciate it. That let me know when I'm doing live feeds who to focus more on, because they actually stay and watch the whole video. Hashtag TRB at the end. If you watch this video to this point, 1640, hashtag TRB down in the comments. All right, and then you can put whatever comment you want, but that just let me know that you watched to the end. All right, that'll be a good experiment. Like, subscribe, share. If you think this is buffoonery, share it so you can tell, look how stupid this guy is. If you think this somewhat makes sense, share it, and let's see what your people say about it. If you think this video is just dumb, it's just dumb. It is what it is. I thank all of y'all for participating, watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, and being part of OTRB's journey to figure out this trucking industry. All right, y'all be easy. TRB easy, baby. Yes.